Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to PGR4 Platinum Playthrough. And in the last episode, we managed to have a taste of the A-Class bikes in Chapter 7. But unfortunately, we moved back down to E-Class in Chapter 8. So we've got a few street races, one-on-one, Eliminator. Actually, there's 3 one-on-ones on there. So I'm hoping that shouldn't be too bad. But we don't have too many bikes to choose from again. Only 3, I think. So we'll start things off with the street race in the Steamroller World Tour. And we've got this Triumph Trident. There is also the Norton 500 Manx and the Honda RC 161. And I cannot even remember which one was the best one, to be honest. I'm going to start things off in this one because it is the highest on the performance sorting. So go back to this Triumph Trident and street race. So these are giving me a bit of trouble recently, so I'm hoping this should be okay. Right then, in Quebec. And I have been told something, that if you lean forward on the bike, or press forward on the stick, your guy leans forward. And that is actually true, because I can see him doing it. So that is a tip that Alekos, I think that's how you pronounce his name, sorry if that's wrong, mate, but yeah, he told me that when you're on the straight, if you lean forward, you go more aerodynamic and go quicker. And I wish I'd have known that, because that would have made my life so much easier and quite a few events. But I know now anyway. I know now, and this Ferrari is actually disappearing at the minute. So whilst it might not be too important for small straights, I'm doing that awfully, for like the Nürburgring straight, press forward on the left stick and we go aerodynamic. So thanks Alekos for that. That is a great tip, and I'm doing awfully at the minute. This Ferrari is just disappearing. To stop talking about aerodynamics. Oh, was not expecting to go that way. Yeah, let's restart that one. Right, now let's actually concentrate. And I do remember on this exact event having a lot of trouble catching that Ferrari up in front, the 375? Something like that. So this might be quite challenging in the bike, I'm thinking, possibly. Especially this bit. I managed to actually get through there unscathed last time somehow. But we're going aerodynamic. I'm not sure how much of a difference it actually will make, but happy to get anything at this point. It's actually quite hard to do that. Pressing forward on the stick. And that guy nearly killed me. Pressing forward on the stick whilst trying to like make little adjustments to the bike to keep it in a straight line. Yeah, like I said, not sure how much of a difference it will actually make, but again, as per usual, these cars are way quicker on lots of the track. Right, so we're going right this time down here. Need to remember that. Right, second place. Slide in. Dead. Nearly dead. I'm facing the wrong way. This isn't going so well again. It's the same event. Look how far that Ferrari's ahead. I'm pretty sure this is the best car we're going to, best bike we're going to get on this. Only 2 laps. That is the real issue with this. He is so far ahead. And what did I use on this in the car? It might have been the Lancia Stratos. Right, let's try it again, because it's not going to happen. I think this is the hardest event in this chapter. Too small a track, and that Ferrari in front is too good. It handles far too well. Plus, this car's not even... This bike, keep saying car. This bike's not even that good. And I'm getting bullied by a lot of things. And that's whatever car that is. Van Wall, maybe? No, it's Maserati 250F, isn't it? That's quick. Right, getting around him. Right, let's get rid of this Testarossa. Right, into second. Still, can we catch this Ferrari? I'm leading forward. I'm getting aerodynamic. I am miles behind, which is the most important bit. Right, I'll catch up through there for sure. That's hard to do, that bit. Right, that's okay through there. And through there. Right. Doing something. Things are happening. Not all good things. Some good things. He's still going to have me on the straights big time. So my only hope is through the corners. Right, this is more promising. Back down to the straight. He's going to leave me for dead right here. I did that horrendously. Oh no. Lean forward. And he's disappearing again because I did that corner. If I can do that other corner better, it's going to give me a lot more of a chance of catching him up. That was good through there. That was very good. Right, same distance probably as the first lap. This is exactly the same. This is when I used the Lancia on this, I remember. Just couldn't catch him up. You're kind of banking on them making a mistake or something. Right, that was good through there. Oh no, I've ruined it. That was the best chance around there. He takes them so well, these corners. It's close. It is close. If I can just cut him on the inside here and just stop him turning. Right, I've went front. That must be it. I'll tell you what, that is a hard event. That is a hard little event, but it's probably easier on that bike than the Lancia. Because, I think it might have... Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. It was hard either way, but I'm glad that one's down, because that was annoying. And that Ferrari is hard to catch, but we'll go to the next one. Right, next is one-on-one. Her Majesty's Pleasure. 2 on top speed, that one's got. Again, these probably don't mean anything to anyone. I'll try the Norton Manx out this time. Oh, we are actually against the Manx in this. I completely forgot about that. And apparently we get a much better launch, which doesn't really make much sense. And now I remember, it's got a ridiculous gearing. Or the gearing is ridiculous, whichever makes more sense. But 70 miles an hour in first gear, pretty much. I'm forgetting to lean forward. Get that extra speed. Don't know how much. Yeah, but pushing forward on the analog stick and trying to turn is actually really hard. And apparently, he's quicker than me in a straight line. That was awful by me, and he's actually overtaken me now. That was lucky as all hell that I managed to actually get through there. Hey, you get out of my draft zone. You're not having any of that. I'm leaning forward. I'm trying to do it. Amazing. I wish I'd have known that. Right, I could have gone a lot quicker through there. I was kind of nervous I'd die. And he's just flown past me now. But luckily I've cut him up slightly. And he's slowed down a lot, so that's good. I really don't know which is quicker. Obviously this changes gear less often. Which could be a good thing. That was a terribly wide corner. And then hitting the barrier, but at least it's a short track with only 2 laps. It's one good thing. Right. We're far enough ahead now, hopefully, to not have any issues. Braking earlier, being a bit better with the line taken. Ah, I can't believe that's just happened. Oh, why? Just why? That was easy. Easy, no stress whatsoever, and I still managed to fall off the bike. They're so slippy, those curbs. What is even the point? And why do we get such a crazy start there and he's left hanging on the line? That's hard, that corner. Right, back into aerodynamic mode. This is annoying. Can't believe I just fell off then. I didn't even make any sense. I only turned slightly on the curb, so I don't understand why that's enough to completely throw the bike off. It's round here it was, wasn't it? Now, does the aerodynamic mode only work when you're drafting someone? Or does it work all the time? So many questions. Now, I kind of want to fly full speed through here, but I'm a bit scared. Yeah, you have to brake slightly. That would have ended in death and dislocated shoulders and a broken head. Right, we're doing a bit better this time though. I have wasted pretty much 2 minutes though, just because it's a minute a lap. And we were pretty much to the end of the race when I fell off. Again, doing that awfully. I actually got a lead now though. I'm hoping the one-on-ones aren't going to be too difficult because you can just crash into them as well if you do want to. Not so much with a bike, to be honest, but still possible. Whoa, imagine if I fell off again at that point. Right, stay away from that curb. It's the curb of death. This straight feels incredibly long on an E-Class bike because they're so slow. But luckily, I think the next chapter is back into A-Class and the final chapter's B-Class, I want to say. So the last two, oh no, the final one's C-Class actually, possibly. But they're going to be quite good. I'm not actually looking forward to the C-Class one because there's a few events in there that are going to be a pain in the arse. But that's that one done. Should have really done that first time. That was a bit silly, but nevertheless, move on to number 3. Oops, no, I don't want to retry that. Thank you. Okay, so a couple street races now. Oh no. This is not going to be fun. I'm going to have to go back in this one, I think, because it's got the higher top speed. Yeah, we're going to go in the Manx again. This is not going to be fun. Okay, there's a few Dodge Challengers there. Or Charger, I can never remember which one it is. I think it's the Challenger concept. The Tesla, I'm not too worried about. There's a couple van walls. Hopefully the car choice in this isn't too speed-based, considering we are on a bike. Hopefully they take that into account, because it is going to suck otherwise. That's the widest corner in existence, but we managed to actually get around a couple of them. We've got van walls, Challengers, and Teslas. This is a very weird combination of cars. I'm thinking they possibly realise that maybe you can't do this on a bike unless they put slower cars on. So that's probably what has happened there. And I am just going by the top speed stat on this again, which they lie, so I probably shouldn't. But I've got nothing else to go on. And there's a van wall that's disappeared completely into the distance, and this water's a pain. And there's only 2 laps. This is going to be hard to catch these up. I forgot about the aerodynamic. Already forgotten about that. Right, that wasn't too bad. We really do need a huge lead on this straight, though. I don't even think the van wall's that bad in a straight line. Right, actually doing that corner well. But is going to disappear completely. Oh, this may not be very good. I might have to try the other bike. Again, so I've got to test them because I have no idea which is going to be quicker. But apparently this is going 117 and it's just completely dead. 113, 15. This is absolutely embarrassing. 117 and it's... Oh, 118. Yeah, I can see why they put slower cars in this, because it'd be impossible otherwise. I'm already thinking I'm going to have to go back into the other one. And I've just gone straight onto the water. You can avoid that. Why are the bikes and cars together? I mean, really? I mean, that was a good corner. There's no chance in hell I'm catching those two. No, right, I'm changing bike because that is awful. I'm really not convinced this is going to be any better whatsoever, but we'll try. The acceleration might be better. So far, I can't see any difference. We'll have to see when this bike tops out. That's going to be the big thing. Right, that was worse than the other bike. Right, it turns in a lot better. That's one thing. Try and get in the draft zone. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, this is... Oh, I'm actually getting slightly vexed driving the bikes now. Because it's just the same formula over and over again. It's like, okay, you can compete until there's a straight, and then you get dropped completely. And then you're on your own from there. Right, I'm going to go round them again, because that seemed to work last time. Maybe not quite being that wide. That was quite awful. I'm going to get stuck on these. See, this is not going to help anything. I mainly want to see the top speed on this to see if it's any worse or better. Right, it's instantly better, because look, it's going 120. Yeah, so again, the stats are made of absolute horse shit. I'm in 5th place. I thought I was in at least 3rd then. Oh no. Oh, this is so annoying. Such a short track, or short laps. You can get out of the way. Right. On this guy's tail, but they're going to disappear like all hell again. That was slow, and the Challenger's going to disappear. The Challenger's not even got a good top speed at all, but it's still going to rinse me. Right, 3rd gear. Don't need to go in. 2nd round there. We are in aerodynamic mode. We are going to get destroyed on the straight. Look how long the straight is. It's just pointless spin on a bike. It really is. Smashing that other bike's top speed, even though it had a higher stat. We're nearly at the Tesla's top speed, actually. Probably should have blocked him, but oh well. 126. Trying to draft him whilst holding forward. It's quite hard. Nearly did an endo. Oh, because I was holding forward, that's why. Look how far ahead that first car is. This is just silly. What a silly game. This is just going to be trial and error of taking that first corner right and then blocking him on the straight, and it's just not actually enjoyable at this point. It's just silly. Bikes and cars do not belong in the same race, people. That water's so annoying. Just when you think you're doing alright. You can go so much quicker around some of these corners, but that first car is absolutely just gone. So, I'm going to have to try again and do that first corner really well. Already getting fed up with this one. They really shouldn't have put these long, straight tracks in. When you're on a bike, 100%, it's just silly. I'm really banking on getting in front and then blocking them. That's my only chance I'm going to have, really. I'll creep around the inside. Right, that's probably slightly better than before. Although I'm not in anyone's draft zone now. And again, they leave me for dead on the straight. Trying to avoid this. Oh, look at this. Getting a little boost. I haven't tried the other bike, that's the only thing. Oh, and then he brakes like a moron. Ah! No, it's just impossible. I mean, really. This is dumb. Really dumb. I haven't tried that other bike, but I don't know if it's going to be any good. It's got the worst stats. Again, don't need to listen to them though at all. Still, even with drafting, it's hard to even do anything. He's going to get right in the way. Right, I managed to just about avoid him. And then this guy's going really slow. It's just complete pot luck on how you do on this. I'm back down to last place. Because there's water on the track, and apparently that affects this bike horrendously. I'm going to have to try the other bike just to see if I'm missing a trick here. If not, then I don't know what to do. I really don't. We can catch a lot on this next corner coming up. This is the only one that they take really slow that we can fly past them. But that other car's so far ahead now. Turn around, come on. Right, this is the closest I've been to it on this corner, but by the time we get to the end of the straight, it's just game over. That was a good corner as well. Pathetic. This really is. Look at it go. It's just awful. Absolutely awful. Can't even block him. He's going to die. Well, at least that bit was funny. It's probably the most entertaining bit of the video. At least it's not me that just spins out. That was awful by me as well. Right, I'm in second. 7 light years away from first place. Where do I go on here to avoid the water? Right, I've actually avoided all that this time. Look how far he is, though, ahead. Absolute nonsense. Yeah, then that happens. Right, I'll try the other bike, and then I'll give up. I'm praying this bike has, like, a godly top speed for some reason. It'll just hit 200 miles an hour for no apparent reason. Right, let's see what we're doing then. Oh, okay. I was actually just trying to draft then. It wasn't having any of it. Well, it's slow as shit already. That's the first thing to note. Excellent start. This event is absolutely awful. I've got a better chance than Nürburgring in the A-class bikes, because at least they go, well, the Hayabusa goes above 200 miles an hour. At least it does that. Who'd have thought this had been so hard? We've got these morons driving so slow. straight back into last place. I'm going to get to the straight at least, the main straight, because I want to see how quickly this goes in a straight line. Because already this is horrendous. No, this is going to top out like... Oh, it's got 6 gears. That was actually quite surprising. Oh, it's so slow though. Look at this. This is... And then there's that water there, which just takes the mick every time. He's in the way. I'm miles away. There's no hope. Well, it actually turns in better than the other two, that's for sure. But I could literally sit in a shed and put wheels on it and push it down the road and it would be quicker than this. Oh no. Right, I want to see the top speed of this. If this is better than 120 miles per hour, it's just so slow though. It's even slower than the other two. And accelerating anyway. Right, let's see what this thing gets up to. This is my bike test episode. Well, it's going 120 until that. 122, 23. Is that going quicker than the other one? It might be, you know, but it's just so slow. Right, I'll try it again then. What's worse, having a terrible top speed and better acceleration, or worse acceleration like this and a slightly better top speed? I don't know. Still trying to go aerodynamic. It's not working really. This is so slow. Right, actually getting around them this time. Up into 3rd place. 4th place even. Now we need to avoid the puddles. That's the main thing. Right, I'm looking ahead. Puddles there, because it slows you down an unbelievable amount. I'm going to leave it in 5th, because over here we lose a bit of speed. I'm going to crash into him. They're just making this game impossible. They really are. I'm here, mate. Oh no, look at this. Just... It's too slow. I'm going to have to use the other bike. It's too slow. Depending on how long this episode is, I may just cut to the end when I eventually do this, if I eventually do it. Because I can't see this happening very quickly. Right, it's way quicker, this bike. Yeah, it doesn't matter about the top speed, because this is so much quicker. It's the only chance I'm going to have. I'm going to have to dart around the inside of them. Like this. Get stuck on a couple of them. Right, up into 3rd place. Until we get killed by somebody. Like, avoiding this water. I'm going to have to stick to the inside here. I'm going to get killed. This, look at this. Somehow managed to escape death there. That was just pure luck. Right, slow in, fast out. These two are battling. That van wall's nearly dead. I forgot about that water again. It's really killing my race. This van wall's going to be right in the way for this corner. Right, 2nd place. Definitely the closest I've been to this Charger this time, or Challenger, whatever the hell it is. Right, I'm actually in 1st. I am in 1st place. Now I've just got to block this idiot for the next minute and a half. Until he decides to... Right, now what? Now what's the tactic? For a whole straight, am I just going to... This can't be a thing. No, didn't think it was going to work. Would you just let me do something with my life? Now, this bike's actually quicker in a straight line as well. I don't know what I was thinking, using that other one. And here comes the van wall. I at least slowed him down slightly. That's one positive. Still, he's just going to get away, though, like all hell again. So you have to get in front, and you just can't let them past you. He's just increasing and increasing and increasing his lead. The only chance I have is doing these corners, like, spot on. And that was not one of them. Right, now move out of the way of this water. Right, that's going to help me out a lot now that I know that. A little bit close to the side there. This is going to be close as hell. Can I get in front of him? This is going to be it. It's a drag race. If I force him to the side... No, that's it. Game over. It was a valiant effort. But I hate this game and I want to sell it. What a ridiculous race. You actually have to block the opponent off to win. It's pathetic. It shouldn't even be in the game, that feature. What it, like... I don't understand how you're supposed to do that. I really don't. Okay. I'm running out of ideas for this event. In the fastest bike, still absolutely nowhere near enough. Have they even tested this event? Like, I thought this episode wasn't going to be too bad. How wrong was I? Right, I was in third place last time at this point, so this is already worse off. Avoiding all that mess. I'm going to die around here, though. That car nearly landed on top of me. Yeah. Just what I wanted. I'm actually getting angry at this game now. This is just absolutely silly. I wasn't even looking. I was looking at the Tesla. Yeah, that's already my race over. Again, anyone is welcome to try this event if they want. I'm not having a good time. I feel helpless when you're on the straight and you're going about 3 miles per hour and everything just flies past you. Right, get him out of the way. Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord. Take number 425 on this event. I'm going to send this to Bizarre Creations and say, you guys, I know you don't exist anymore, but you need to fix this. Because your event is broken. Right, actually up into second, that is personal best. I'm not sure which is quicker in a straight line, I can't remember. I think the van wall is, possibly. I think the Dodge Challenger, Charger, thingy concept is like the worst. Oh, brilliant. Somehow didn't manage to die through there again. Oh, just turn round. Get me out of these bikes, please. Now, I thought that first event was the hardest one, but how wrong was I? Obviously, I'd completely forgotten about this pig. Right, this is good. This is good. We actually have a little bit of space there for once. But it's the van wall, not the challenger thingy. Do you know what? That might be quicker in a straight line, so this is not going to go well. Right, I've got aerodynamic. It's not going to do shit though, is it really? This is what we're resorting to. Yes! Spin out, please! Yes, look at that! That's it. I found the solution to this event. You have to bamboozle the opponents with two-wheel dancing. And then they will crash and die and burn. And I'm probably still going to get caught up by that other one. But I'm not saying anything until I cross the line, because anything can happen. We've seen me crash at every available opportunity on every event. Doesn't matter how far I'm ahead. But I am fairly confident, like 95% confident, that if you don't block the opponents like that, this event is unwinnable. You have to block the opponents and rely on them crashing to get a bike medal. Well, at least that was a decent corner. Right, this has to be it. They're miles behind now. Now, I have no idea how long that took. And I also don't know if I'm going to show it all, because it felt like a long time. Depends on how well these next ones go. What a stupid event that is. And they're probably still gaining quickly on me. Imagine if I fell off there, that'd have been hilarious. Not. They're gaining very quickly. Yeah. Fastest lap. How have I got the fastest lap there? That was awful. Get me out of this race. I'm not even... Just yet. Go away. Never again. I am never doing that event again. Thank you. One thing I do know is I'm actually just going to keep using that bike for the rest of these, because I want to get this over with now. Big time. I'm praying I can do the rest of these first time now. That's against the Lamborghini. I'm sure that was different when I was in the car, maybe. Or maybe not. Either way, let's get it done. Terrible corner by me. Start things off, but hopefully there's not any hugely long straights. Right, taking these alright. It's a bit wide, that one. Right, this kind of corner is alright on a bike, I remember. If I'd have judged that a little bit better, we could have gone through there nearly full speed. But this is so much more fair, this type of event. They should just not have long straights on bike events. Because even on this, the Lambo's catching quick. At least going through there alright and gaining some time. Right, good through there. Aerodynamic mode. Oh yeah, it's this one where it's horrible weather in front and lovely weather behind. Oh, I thought we were on the second lap there. We're not even at that point yet. Stick it in third round here. That was a good corner, and the game tells me So that's all gravy. That wasn't so good though. He's caught up a lot down that straight again. Next episode's going to be interesting on the Nürburgring. So stay tuned for that. Can't tell you how that's going to go. Apparently one of the toughest events in the game. Especially because there will be an ultimate aero that we're against. And I don't know how that's even possible to beat that through there. I nearly just came off the bike. 2 times in a row. That was very close. Oh, this time going way too wide down there. I was trying to get the right angle to catapult through there, but that did not work. Just going to climb back, or claw back even, some time there. Again, judging that horrendously. Nearly coming off. Stupid curbs. Well, that was actually quite quick through there. Happy with that. He's going to catch up massively through here, but hopefully it should be okay going around that last corner. I think there's only one corner after this, possibly. Like taking that nicely as well. And there we go. At least that one's first time. For once, I did an event on the bike first time. All gravy. Right, I'm just going to continue to next event this time because I am just going to use this bike because it is the best, clearly. Right then. A mixture of bikes and cars, Eliminator this time, but there's the Celine there. How is it fair to have that Celine in the same class as this bike? And the Ford GT, or the Shelby GT 500. But this is a complicated track, so it might work in my favour, we'll see. That Celine's rapid though when it gets going, not even sure what happened there. Got sucked underneath the wheel of the other car. Oh, that was nice. That was very nice. Excuse me, coming through. This is actually going alright so far. Until we get to any sort of straight. But hopefully there isn't too many straights, because the bikes are actually better on this than the cars. Which is what we want. We want more tracks like this, please. Unless you like seeing fails, in that case, give us more straights. But I could have shown each time I completed the event. I could just show those runs, but I don't think that's the true reflection on how the game's played. You don't just show the best bits. You want to see what's going on throughout the entire of it, all the attempts. Well, I assume you do anyway. Obviously, it was a bit different with PGR2 because that game was ridiculously hard to the point of taking an hour or so on an event, so that was a bit different. But obviously this one I can do live because it is challenging but still doable within a reasonable time scale. And we've actually got a huge lead for some reason on this track. Obviously driving or riding quite well on this one. Now these bridge sections are actually easier on a bike than in a car. These can be hard to judge though, because you're getting quite a bit of air there. It's a bit too quick into there. Actually have to go into first gear. And I think the last event's a one-on-one on the small track in Quebec. I don't think that was too hard, that one. So there is 2 ridiculously hard events in this one. Well, the first one was quite hard, but with some good riding I managed to do it. But that's the one we just did. That is unbelievable. Because now we're actually on the big straight, but it shouldn't matter too much unless the Celine's behind us. Because we have got a big old lead. And even my rider's looking behind. He's getting nervous. As am I. because I'm really scared because that car, whatever it is going to start absolutely flying. Unless it's another bike, but I wouldn't have thought it would have been. Now I can see the headlights, so it's definitely not. Get a bit twitchy around there. And that is actually a long lap. But we should be golden now because we've got just over 10 seconds. I don't think this can wheelie this. Oh, yeah, it can. Oh, yes. Thank you. Another one first time. The contrast in difficulty is actually a little bit crazy. But moving on to the last one, which I believe is a one-on-one, a very short and small event. So let's hopefully do this first time. Oh, yes, it's against the RX-7. I remember this. Because I picked the RX-7, didn't I? And it was very weird and very coincidental, but we have a great start. My only worry is the RX-7's very good around the corners, and sometimes I'm not. But this is probably the only time this has an inherent acceleration advantage. Yeah, but I mean, that RX-7's so slow that this bike feels like a rocket in comparison. And that's just saying a lot about the RX-7. This is going to be a very quick event. That corner's especially easier to take on a bike than a car. I really am disappointed in the RX-7 in this game because it was really fun to drive in PGR2. One of my favourite cars in the game, actually. And an underrated car. But in this, it's absolute poo. That and the Supra. In fact, the Supra's possibly actually a little bit quicker than the RX-7 in this. Which was the opposite of PGR2. Absolutely pissing it with this, though. Well, that just goes to show you that some events on a bike are a lot easier than cars, and some are completely the opposite, but I'd still rather be in a car on every event. I did warm to the style type events in the bike, so that was quite fun. But there is one in Chapter 10 that I did in the F40, is the one I'm not looking forward to, because that's going to be difficult. But there we go. That's that chapter done. We've actually only got 2 more to do now, so really getting to the end of PGR4. A lot of content if you go for all the medals. We've actually probably got nearly 1 million kudos as well. But there we have it. In fact, we do have 1 million kudos, so we'll have a look in the shop right at the end of the game. But we've got 2 more to do. So in the next episode, we've got Track Day Specials Chapter 9, and it is on the dreaded Nürburgring. These 2 street races, they are going to be very, very difficult. I'm going to have to use this Hayabusa because that's got the highest top speed, I think. I tested a few on the bridge, and I think that one's got the highest top speed. So, yes, but these aren't going to be too bad. Maybe that time versus kudos will be a bit annoying. But it's going to be a long episode regardless. So that's the end of this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Chapter 9.